On my fourth trip with Medevac, we came under fire while trying to save soldiers injured in Helmand. I could hear the bullets pinging around me, and I worried about my camera lens. The pilot told me to stay on the Hawk. I'm excited as a Canadian woman that I've been able to live my dream. It's not everyone's dream to work in combat zones, but in my case, that was my dream. And I'm really grateful that I have lived that to the fullest. I was in a head-on collision with a drunk driver just outside of Toronto on my day off. And it was devastating because I was semi-paralyzed for 5 years. I had to relearn how to walk and talk and lost my career. And at the time that the accident had occurred, I was in conversation with CNN about going to Iraq to do combat camera. And I was really excited, and then a week later, a drunk driver, wrong side of the highway, a complete stranger, completely changed my life forever. I'm sad to say that in 2010, I had to go to BC Family Court and justify the work that I was doing because my custody was being put in jeopardy because I had a very sexist court process, and I had to represent myself and be very firm about how wrong it is for them to decide what job they thought I should do. I do remember the judge saying, well, why not be a wedding photographer? Well, with all due respect, I've never been a wedding photographer and I have no desire to be that. I have done that for friends on occasion, but that's not my career path. Again, that would never have happened to a man. So in 2010, this was my body armor and custom made in my favorite color, green. And in this pocket here is where I would hide money. This is what saved me during one of the abduction attempts, was because I had money rolled up and hidden in there, and I gave it to the Afghan and escaped pretty quickly. So if you could, simplify the Farsi a little bit,
Sure.
and just because I know the words will be a little bit hard.
So what she said a very inspiring thing in this part, where she said that men and women are very much equal. Without men, the forces are not the same, as well as without women, the forces are not going to be the same. There's a lot of work to be done in Afghanistan, and still the position of women is, is one that is very much secondary to the men. They do not have many rights, let alone equal rights to men. Basic human rights are not there for women, like rights of education, and also depends on what families they're born in or they come from. Some families are supportive of education for women, and some are extremely stuck in the very old traditional ways, and women are not given just the basic rights of making their own decisions. And to see Allison, a Canadian woman who has so much compassion and love, and such an advocate for empowering women, and she goes to Afghanistan and puts her life at risk to document and to film. It's been very inspiring, and it's definitely been one of my highlights to hear all her stories.
I want to welcome you to Burkas to Bullets. This is Dina. Dina is the translator that worked with me. I want all women to have a voice if they can, and Women on the Front Lines is a story that is totally underrepresented. One of the reasons why I've been working in the war zone as a mother is because I don't want my kids going to war. I'm very concerned about what's going on. I'm hoping that my kind of stories will educate people further and make them understand how